Okay, so welcome back to another sneaker unboxing, and thanks for tuning in. I'd really like to thank you just for commenting, liking, and subscribing. These are a lot of fun for me to make, and so I hope you enjoy it as much as I have fun making them. And so, first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to Muskoka Kicks on IG or Instagram. He's a reseller, and he threw me the assist on these Jordan 13s. So please give him a follow or check him out on IG. And so, what we have here today is the Jordan 13 Del Sol. It was sort of released maybe a week or two ago or recently. And so let's have a look. This is the size tag, and you can see it's a silver box with a red Jumpman. And these are in size 11.5. And so I'm size 9.5, so I won't be doing an on foot today. But the Jordan 13 kind of represents, well, I'll talk about it in a little bit. Let's get these bad boys out first and check them out. And so there you have it. I mean, this is a really popping, bright summer shoe, I would say. So of course, you've got the white on the bottom, you've got yellow on the midsole, and then spilling up into the upper, and then of course, all white. So let me get the second one out, and then I'll talk about them. So the Jordan 13 kind of reminds me of, there's two great eras, I would say, of the Jordan Retros, and for me anyways, and that's the 3, 4, 5, and 6, the 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 11, 12, 13, 14. So I like those 8 the best. So the first generation of greatness, I would say, would be the 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the second generation would be the 11, 12, 13, and I really like the 14 as well. And so, as you're probably aware, these were made by Tinker Hatfield, and were supposed to represent a cat. And a couple things here. So, first of all, I would think that would be awesome as a kid. Let me back up a little bit. Maybe in 1988, when I was maybe 11, I think I got my first pair of Air Pegasus, and I thought, boy, I could run like the wind and I could jump higher, and just, it gave me an extra edge. And also the energy return system, I don't know if you remember those little cylindrical tubes in the heel of the midsole from Reebok, the ERS, energy return system. I remember thinking that these types of things would make me more like a cat, and that's what this is based on. So as a kid, I think maybe your sort of ultimate idolization for sports would be a cat. So very unique idea, or innovative idea by Tinker Hatfield. So a couple things that I really like about this are the holographic eye here. And if I could back up again, probably my favorite 13 model is the Chutney Lows. And it has a Jumpman here instead of the cat's eye. And then the cat's eye is still down here in the Chutneys. But here, on these ones, you've got two. So you've got the one on the outsole down here with the shank plate, the carbon fiber plate, as well as the cat's eye here, which looks better than the Jumpman, but anyways, still beautiful. The Chutneys and these. A couple other things is these little pock marks are supposed to represent whiskers or whisker marks, I guess. And I think it looks more like an ostrich. If you're into watches and watch straps, ostrich comes up. And these remind me of ostrich straps, ostrich watch straps for some reason. But also I really like the bulbous outsole, the sort of points of the outsole. When I wear my Jordan 11 low IE breads, I had one person come up to me and think they were the 13s, because the outsole of the IE breads kind of has this bulbous appearance. Of course, these are all white and yellow, so it's almost like a white on white Air Force One, where you're going to scuff them up right away, and these would almost, instantly degrade from showpieces to beaters. So if you really like this shoe, I think it's something that you're going to have to get used to, that it's going to just, scuff up and get dirty right away. So if you're fine with that, then I think this is an amazing colorway that would really pop in the summer and really sort of complements the sunshine. and you know, the extra time in the day, let's say, the fun. I think this is a fun shoe, and overall, just a really, really nice look. I think the white and the yellow really go together. It's almost like an orange yellow, like a sun, like a sunshine, or like a little bit brighter than a fire, let's say. So anyways, the white laces are nice. They're rope style, so tubular. And then the nice Jumpman on the tumbled leather here on the tongue. And just overall excellent padding up in the ankle area. And you can see there's a little bit of imperfections there with the suede, or the nubuck, I guess, the Durabuck. And for instance, here on the midsole, it's got like a velvety, or the Durabuck covering over top, and it would get dirty right away. I think that this is going to age quickly, but as long as you're fine with that, you know, go for it. I think this would be an excellent summer shoe for this year, and then, you know, degrade it after that, maybe to a gym shoe or something like this, a walking shoe. But excellent padding up here in the ankle area, and this layer of leather where the ostrich marks are is super durable. I'm not sure if you notice on older, like the 6 for instance, there's panels or layers of leather for stability, but here this entire unilayer or single layer provides a lot of lateral stability. And so the other thing I'll mention, this is what it looks like from behind, which kind of looks really nice. The final thing I'll mention is the outsole. And again, speaking of thinking like a kid or whatever, I think this would really sort of, if I was young and I just got my first pair of Jordan 13s, I wouldn't want to touch them. I think they would just look so nice like this. I wouldn't want to get them scuffed. But look at the herringbone traction. And the guy that told me that my 11s look like 13s, he bought a pair of 13s and still hasn't touched them. They're still brand new, sitting in his closet. So shout out to you, Don. Anyways, very beautiful shoe. I'll take some photos and some B-roll, but I hope you like my unboxing and initial impressions. I would say if you're comfortable with buying a $200 sneaker that will instantly, or upon first wear, look old and very quickly age after that, if you're fine with that, I think this is a really nice shoe to invest in for personal pleasure, personal happiness. But like I said, my goal is to get myself a pair of chutneys, but the blue flints are nice too, actually. I really like the blue flints. And I notice a lot on the Jordan 13s that a lot of the time the midsole is white. So, like for instance on the blue flints, the white would age on the midsole, whereas this is not white, but I think it would age just as quickly. But anyways, if you look at just the color blocking and just the way it pops, I think it's a real eye catcher and a real compliment or ode to the summertime, which is Del Sol, right? So anyways, I think they're a beautiful shoe, and I wouldn't hesitate to pick them up if I was looking for daily wear or something like that. So once again, I'd like to thank you for tuning in and checking out my video. I hope you don't mind it. Thanks a lot.